What's that thing?
Don't touch it. That's a wide-angle lens. What do you think about that?
Feels strange. It's so circle. Oh, I don't like it.
What's up, YouTube? Got some really great feedback on the wide-angle lens that I'm using right now. A bunch of people liked it. A bunch of people thought it was a little bit too strange, especially for these types of direct shots. But I'm just gonna have to continue to practice. So continue to give me some more feedback. I'm trying to get better as a videographer, as a visual storyteller, if you will, or whatever that is. But I appreciate it. It's been great. Good feedback. Keep it coming. As you saw yesterday, I had a ton of fun with the wide-angle lens. I think many of you came back with a very similar response, and something that I had been feeling myself is it is a little bit awkward for more of these kind of one-on-one personal dialogues and conversations that I have with you. And so I think I will continue to do it this way. And then with the environmental shots, and someone in particular mentioned that this vlog started around this idea of simplicity and execution as the hallmarks. The essentials of what I'm trying to do is just, do one of these every single day. And adding even a small add-on or a physical piece of glass does increase complexity. And that's not what I want. That's not at all of interest to me. I want to keep it as simple as I possibly can, always, because it's hard enough to capture these things and publish them every single day. So I like that. I like moving back toward our spirit and heart of simplicity, and keeping things simple. So I love that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that great reminder. Yeah, man. Really appreciate that comment. Thank you. We've got a super busy day. I've got a couple of meetings in the morning. The youngest one is a little bit ill and sick at home. I may have to take her to the doctor, which sucks. Doctor's appointments, of course, are important for family, for you, for me, but doctor's appointments oftentimes take a copious amount of time, and it's really like the last thing you want to do if you have a packed schedule. But it's your kid. Like, you got to make sure they're healthy. So. Great meeting, and now to the doctor's office. Captures everything, right? Let's not run into the car. All right. I feel like for the car in particular, and while traveling, the wide-angle lens makes a lot of sense. You can see more of what's going on in the surroundings, and it feels more appropriate. But let me know what you think. Trying to isolate the angles, perspectives, shots, types of shots for the wide angle as I continue to experiment with this video project. But yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. All right, so now we're headed to the doctor for that one. Gonna get you healthy, right? Okay, we'll do it. Oh, doctors, so grateful for them and their wisdom and their training and their expertise. UCSF Benioff. Here we go. We can get you fixed up. What's on that mask?
Goofy.
Goofy and Mickey?
Yeah.
You're actually pretty cute.
I'm cute.
Yeah, I think you're cute. Don't get them sick. They don't want your germs. Doing okay. A little bit of a fever and a cough.
Doctor's office now.
In the doctor's office, yeah. We're gonna get fixed up. All right, headed home. Get some lunch and then get back to work. See if we can get this one better. That's all that matters. Wow, this guy was so close. It's like
Literally almost kissing it.
yeah, almost kissing it, a centimeter. Wow. All right, let's get out of here. Hope you guys have had a great day so far. Mine's been pretty busy, just with doctor's appointments and other stuff. What's up with my hair? Someone asked me a question about my tattoo, my leg tattoo, and I have two. I have one on both legs, one on each leg. I thought I would share that. I thought it was a cool thing just to share. I mean, it's a big part of my story, at least as far as I can tell, or that I care about. But the tattoo on my right leg is really special, and so I'll just show you it and kind of give you an idea. So hopefully you can see that, and my gross leg. My wife's not gonna be happy. She says I need to use more oil and stuff on my legs because they get all ashy. I just don't like it. So I'll send a picture right here of what it really looks like, and maybe I'll use the wide angle here. Let me try that real quick. Okay, there. Maybe you can see that. Oh, look at that! It's very useful for the a very good use for the wide angle. But what it is essentially is a tape system here and a Morse Code machine. And this Morse Code machine is actually based off my grandfather's. And actually, we can actually go check that out. All right, so I still have the wide angle, but so hopefully you can see this. Right there. Right there. So this Morse Code machine is a Morse Code machine that my grandfather made, and he was in the military, and what he did was he actually trained military professionals on how to use Morse code, and he built himself his own Morse Code machine, and it actually still works. So I'll go ahead and plug this in. All right. So check this out. Oh, whoops. Actually, it's having trouble. It's old, but it still works. I'm gonna actually try to fix it real quick. Bring it over here. All right, so, okay. So I need to fix this. I'm actually using the wide angle lens and the stand on the Olo clip, which is kind of cool. So it's the first time I'm using it. Old, again, it was my grandfather's, and he built it to train other soldiers on how to do Morse code. And it was been handed down, and I eventually got it. I love it. I'm completely fascinated by older technologies, more analog technologies. That's why I have my mother's old typewriter, the typewriter that I learned to type on. That's getting repaired and getting put back together. All right, let's see. There we go. Okay. And I just think there's something really beautiful about analog, especially now that we live in such a digital world. And I've always been fascinated by just the tactile nature of this old tech, and how, you know, and we used it obviously for so long to do such significant things. And in a way, I feel like we've lost the beauty of analog. But it's so much a part of my story. Okay, so let's give this a try. That's so cool. I love this. So there it is. So it's a working Morse code machine that my grandfather built. Now, of course, why do I have that tattooed on my leg? That's a great question. And specifically, what does on the ticker tape or whatever it is, the tape, what message do I actually have on my leg? Well, the short story is, on the dots and the dashes, what I've actually had it write out is Hello World. And Hello World is the both the first program, the first application that you write as a software developer. It's one of the kind of the classic first software programs. And certainly the first program that I wrote is, it's print screen, hello world, and you're telling the world that, you're writing software. And that the program actually works and spits out hello world on the screen. But it's also the first blog post that you write, which is the hello world blog post. And when someone starts a new blog, it's often defaulted as the first draft or the first published post. And I love that. I love how both the two most significant passions of my life, the two most significant tools that I use, or the things that have really defined my career as a professional, the starting point for both of them is exactly the same. Hello World in software and hello world in blogging and digital publishing. And of course, to add more to the context of why I love this machine and why I love analog tools is because I learned to type on my mom's IBM Selectric 2, and I have never fallen out of love with those devices. And so I'm beginning to collect old analog systems from my parents, from my grandparents. I believe my father has even an older typewriter from his grandmother. I'm gonna get that, refurbish it, put it back together and stuff like that. It's kind of stuff that I do as a hobby. And at some point, maybe I should learn to use this thing. But anyway, do you guys have a kind of a pastime or a hobby around analog or old school things, maybe retro gaming? I know that's another big thing of mine. I'd love to hear it in the comments or for you to share that with me. There are things in our lives that we love to collect that can have a relationship to our professional lives, but sometimes not. Mine do, obviously. It's Morse Code Machine. But I'd love to hear from you. Like, what are the things that kind of engage you? What are the things that you love to collect or work on or dabble with and dabble in? I think life is so colorful when you have these things, and I went as far as obviously permanently marking my body with these things. I'm also thinking about another tattoo for my arm, but I haven't quite figured that out. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I have some ideas, but they're kind of ridiculously crazy. Hope you guys are having a great one. Please, again, also tell me what you think about the combination of switching between the wide angle, wide lens that I've been experimenting with. I don't know how it's coming off, but I'm doing kind of the native camera for more of these more intimate conversations and dialogues just like this, that with you, which I love. I love this. I love engaging this way. I can do a little bit better with the audio, of course, but one thing at a time. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are having a productive day. Hope you guys are totally kicking butt, and I will see you guys later. Bye.